Now find the equation of the normal to this curve. Okay. To find the equation, we need the gradient. So definitely you have to do dyax in order to find the function of the gradient. Okay. Function of the gradient of the tangent at the point on this graph at the point when x goes to 3. So let's do the differentiation. 10 over x minus x. Now, this can be written x minus 1 minus x, 1x. Okay. Now, if you divide dx, this becomes 10. Bring the power minus 1 here. And then this minus 1 minus 1. Now, for x term, when you differentiate, you get only the coefficient. In this case, is 1, minus 1, sorry. So it's minus 1. Now, so this is written as minus 10. This minus 1 becomes minus 2. Bring it down again to the denominator. You get this. Now, so when x equal to 3, now dy dx, so dy dx becomes minus 10 over 3 square minus 1. This becomes minus 9, 10 over 9, this is 3, 1/3 minus 1. Okay. Okay, so add together become minus 4, 1 over 3, then become minus 13 over 3. This dy dx is actually the gradient of the tangent at the point when x equal to 3. The tangent is drawn on the curve when x equal to 3. So this is a gradient. This is actually the m1. Okay. Now, we know that m1 times m2 is equal to minus 1. m2 is the gradient of the normal. m1 is the gradient of the tangent. Okay, so we're going to find the gradient of the normal from the gradient of the tangent. So this minus 1 over minus 13 over 3. You cancel out these. You get 3 over 13. Okay, now, you see, to form the equation of the normal, you need a point where the normal pass through. You also need the gradient of the normal. So in this case, we already found the equation of the normal. We know that it passed through this point, but we only have the x coordinate. So we have to find the y coordinate as well. So when x equal to 3, using back this equation, y is equal to y is equal to 10 over 3 minus 3. So this ends up as 1 over 3. Okay, so the point where the normal pass through is actually 3. The y is 1 over 3. Okay, now, So with that, we are able to form the equation using the standard formula y minus y1 x minus x1 equal to the gradient. Okay, this is the formula to form an equation with a known point, point 1, known point, and a given gradient. So now, we're going to substitute using this point and using the gradient of the normal here, we're going to form the equation. So y1 is 1 over 3, okay, x1 is basically 3, and then we have the gradient, which is of the norm is 3 over 13. Okay, now, so take this multiply up here. So y minus 1 over 3 equal to 3 over 13 times x minus 3. Simplifying it become 3 over 13x. This one is minus 9. 3 times 3 is 9 over 13. This bring over become plus 1 over 3. Okay. Now 3 over 13x, but we have to combine this. Okay, so this is actually plus 1 over 3 minus 9 over 13. Okay, so if you simplify that, it's 39. 3 times 13, 39. So this is 1 times 13 minus 19 times 3, which is this. 13 times 3, 9 times 3 also. Okay. So you simplify this, your y become 3 over 13x minus y minus, because 9 times 13, 9 times 3 is 27. 27 minus 13. Okay, you got 14 over 9. So that's it. This is the equation of the normal. Let's check any mistake. Some silly mistake. Okay. Okay, 10x bring minus 1x divided by x minus 1, x minus 2. That's 1, fine. When x go to 3, dy x is minus 10 over 3 minus 1. So this 10 wanted minus 4 over 13. Convert into improper fraction will be 13 over 3. That's M1. M2 will be minus 1 over 13 over 3. So become 3 over 13. Cancel off the negative. Okay. Here we want to find the y coordinate of the curve when x go to 3. We substitute x go to 3 minus 3 and 1 over 3. Therefore, the point where the normal pass through is 3 and the y coordinate is 1 over 3. With that, we use this formula. Point y1, x1 is the point where the normal pass through, and this is the gradient of the normal. So substituting this point, okay, this point into this equation and taking the M2, which is a gradient normal, put it here. Simplified. Okay, now this bring over to the right hand side, change the sign. Now, so 3x over 13, yes, 3 times 3, 9, minus here, minus 9 over 13. Okay, then we combine the constant here, making the denominator 39, so it's 1 times 13. This is 13 times 3, 9 times 13 is 27 13 minus 27, you get minus 14. Okay, so that's it. Now, what about this? Find the coordinate point when the tangent have a gradient. Basically, it's saying that if dy dx, let's say from here we know dy dx is okay, minus 10 over x squared minus 1. What it's saying is this. Remember, this is a tangent, so this gradient also refers to the tangent. So fine. So we say that if the gradient of the tangent is minus 7 over 2, what will be the value of x if you solve this equation? Okay, now you got a minus, 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 so cancel off the minus. You got 3.5 10 over x2 plus 1. Okay, this one bring over to the left hand side. You got 2.5 over 10 over x2. Okay, now let's simplify it further. Now this 5 over 2, so x squared become this 5 over 2 cross multiply 2 times 10 over this 5. Okay, this improper fraction is 5 over 2. So I take the x squared out, bring the 5 to the other side to become the denominator. This 2 here I bring up here to become the numerator. So this cancel, you got a 2. Okay, so it's 2, is 4. So x actually square root of 4 will give you a value of plus minus 2. Okay, I mean we have to find the corresponding y value, because you say find the coordinate of the point means it's saying that first of all there's s. I mean there's 2 answer, 2 points, and then each point you have the xy coordinate. That's why you have the s here. Okay, so now you have the x coordinate of the point. You are supposed to find the y coordinate of the point. Again, this point is on the curve, so we're going to substitute the x value in order to find the y value. So when x equal to 2, when x equal to 2, what will be the y value? Y become 10 over 2 minus 2. So that give you 10 over 2 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay, so your answer point 1 is actually 2, 3. That is the answer for first point. Second point is when x equal to minus 2, y 10 minus 2 minus 2. Okay, now this become minus 5, this one plus 2, this become minus 3. Okay, so now the point 2, the answer, the point here would be x is minus 2, y is minus 3. Okay, so that is the answer for the part 2.